StockTaker using Wolf instead of Villager or Isabel?
Yeah, he's been liking Wolf. He's been saying how he needs counter picks in this game. Like, he's feeling that this is going to be a very counter pick heavy game, and I completely agree with that. And I guess he's just not confident enough for Villager against Robin yet, but this I feel is a fair pick.
And then I also think, you know, StockTaker, just by seeding, is the favorite to win this. And so I think he wants to try out a lot of the new characters. He might not be wanting to play the zoning game against a Robin, so he might think, you know what, let me just play Wolf, a faster character that is going to benefit off of just rushing Robin down. Ooh, good back air, grabs the Levin sword. What's he going to do? Forward throw it, and that's going to take JLo's stock real early on this first game of the set.
JLo almost retaliating really quickly, trying to go for the Arcfire into up air. I didn't think there was going to be enough time for that to connect. That's going to be something to pay attention to from Robin in the future.
Oh yeah, there's JLo's forward air. Another character change for Robin, we were talking a lot about a lot of them earlier, is that on the first stock of the set, Robin actually doesn't start with the Levin sword. So those forward airs, those back airs, those neutral airs that we love to see, you're not going to get them at the beginning of the match, and that's when you're going to want to take most advantage of the character.
And I'll be honest with you, I actually really like that change. I feel like Robin at earlier percentages did excellent use of the Bronze Sword for the sake of just setting up early damage so that your pressure is much more potent.
And especially, I think, some of her early attacks that she can do, that Bronze neutral air setting up into a grab. Ooh, Arc Fire into down air, reminiscent of Arc Thunder into down air. JLo actually brought this significantly back from that early stock that StockTaker took. That was definitely a tongue twister. Wind jab sending upwards. JLo not going to get the juggle.
So an important note about the rapid jab specifically from Robin is actually a new mechanic that not a lot of people are talking about, where multi-hitting moves sort of block you in base at lower percentages.
Yeah, because they have the pull down. Where they bring you back down to the ground, as opposed to in Smash 4 where you can DI them up and get out easily. So I think what you were going to say was something to the extent that Robin's wind jab is now significantly stronger in this game than it was in the last one.
Yes, it's much more usable. It offers a lot more early percentages. In general, it's a decent mix-up from just using the Gentleman's from the Arcfire.
Yeah, and in general, using that arc fire jab, it does reduce the tomes. Versus the wind jab, you're really not afraid of it that much, as long as you don't do it too much. Ooh, raw back air from StockTaker. I was not expecting that.
Oh, that was brutal, dude. All right, that's clean.
Yeah, I was literally about to say.
Wolf just comes with so much style with everything he's doing. It's a very welcome change. Like, Fox's voice actor fixed things up in this game. Falco also has a few new lines of dialogue. He's sounding like his cocky self from the Star Fox games. Wolf came wild in this one. They changed so many of his tools, but he plays like the Spaceys do. He's just really good at asserting stage control, and I feel like he's not going to struggle to get the kills. It's just going to be so polarizing from him demanding stage control and then struggling so much to get back to stage.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. And now you see another little change that Ultimate delivers, which is the Battlefield stages. You can do a Battlefield version of any stage, and we see the Paper Mario Battlefield stage. Ooh, the grand finale.
I love this song.
This is such a good song.
It's very unfitting on this stage in particular because look how happy things are.
It doesn't really look like this, but at the same time, you know what? Do your thing. I actually love that change, that now all of the music from a series can be played on any of the stages from that series. So you can get the Zinnia theme from Pokemon on any of the Pokemon stages, which is objectively, I think, which means subjectively, but don't tell me that. The best song in the entire game. Zinnia's theme is so good.
It is really good. I'm myself a fan of Gladian's theme. The remix is so solid.
The Pokemon songs are so good in this game.
Can we talk about the fact that thanks to Hazard's List, we legitimately have 3 good Pokemon options with Stadium, Kalos, and Unova?
I know. I love it.
It's blessed.
As a fan of the Pokemon series, and a fan of the Pokemon music, I'm so looking forward to playing on those stages, especially Pokemon Stadium, which I already said is my favorite neutral stage. So thank you to Smash Ultimate. And that forward air, JLo's probably saying thank you to that too. The Levin Sword's so strong in this game, just like last one. Gonna take stock super early with those aerials.
Robert introduces a very interesting take on Smash that feels very reminiscent of Rivals of Aether, in that a lot of, you can switch between whether or not you're using the Bronze Sword or the Levin Sword based on your input. And that killed?
Wow. I didn't expect that either. He
Oh!
was 111 after the hit. You know, those reflectors, they do add knockback and damage, and I guess I wasn't expecting Arc Thunder to be that strong. Oh, air dodges through it!
All right. Stock looking nice. His Wolf came crazy for this one. He's taken so much lead so quickly. Yeah, he's sitting bleeding on the second stock, but that's a whole stock lead. He's still trying to put out the pressure on JLo.
Yeah. Oh, look how quick that reflector is in this game.
It's like, all right, so Falco still kicks his away because, you know, having great tools is just not a smart option, apparently.
Yeah, no.
Fox's Reflector, he can't stall with it, so players are going to have to figure out a new way to really utilize it in their game plan. Wolf players immediately figured out, hey, this thing reflects things.
Yeah, I know, right? And
his whole
smash.
claw went through her abdomen.
Yeah.
How is she alive?
This game looks brutal. Every hit is so strong. Back air gonna set up. JLo off stage. Arc fire again. That's the regrab, but it's not gonna do anything. Back throw. Wow.
Yeah, that dash grab is looking terrible. That's actually another note. I noticed that a lot of characters have their grab distances reduced.
Grab distances and grab frames are a little bit worse. For most characters, other than the weird tether characters, like Pac-Man, for instance, got a grab buff, but that's because it's Pac-Man.
Yeah.
So
Stock didn't need his grab, though. Secures the win and moves on with a 2-0. He'll be fighting Zaphros in a little bit, and
Yeah.
that'll be a very fun one to see.
So now I wonder who we have